Do you remember when the guys at the Space Center sent up that special craft that probed Uranus? For 3 years, they were talking about probing Uranus. Well, I know a lot of you knew what they were doing, and a lot of you didn't, but I'm Professor Joe Bob Briggs, and our course this week on Joe Bob Summer School involves all heavenly matters, and it's called UFO Studies 666. We'll be watching Mars Attacks, the Tim Burton all-star alien comedy, and the 1956 cult classic Forbidden Planet, starring Leslie Nielsen, Robbie the Robot, and the gorgeous Anne Francis. I've had a crush on her all my life, and here she is on the show tonight. And our guest lecturer is physicist, author, and ufologist Stanton T. Friedman, who's bringing with him some very interesting data on flying saucers. First up, though, do you know your planet? And do you know Uranus? For example, what's the farthest planet from Earth, huh? What is it? You're cheating, and you're wrong. It's Neptune. Sometimes it's Pluto. But beginning in 1979, that wacky Pluto crossed over Neptune's orbit and got closer to the sun. Later this year, it's going to cross back over Neptune's orbit and once again become the last planet in the system. Pluto wasn't even seen until 1930. So when did Walt Disney first draw Pluto? In the 30s, right? He created Pluto right after we first saw Pluto. You don't find this in other courses. All right, let's run through the lineup. Girls know this stuff because they do astrology, but you guys, listen up, okay? Mercury. Why does it say Mercurius on our map? We have a Latin map here. All right, what do we know about Mercury? Airless and cratered, the Acme planet, right? It's been zapped with so many asteroids it looks like Carl Malden's nose. But one day on Mercury is 58 Earth days. But that's not what blows my mind. There are only 1.5 days in a year on Mercury. I don't even know how to think about that. Okay, Venus. The Zsa Zsa Gabor planet. Wasn't Zsa Zsa the star of Queen of Outer Space? Wasn't that on Venus? It has a surface pressure that's 90 times that of Earth. So if you stood on that planet, you would just like disintegrate. You'd be crushed. Unless you were protected by something stronger than any known substance, like Zsa Zsa's pancake makeup or something. It's all desert and acid clouds. The only thing it'd be good for would be like casinos. So, and on this planet, a day is longer than a year. See, this stuff really messes with you. All right, guys, Earth, skip it, boring. Mars, the subject of tonight's movie. We always thought that this is where the aliens lived, right? So we sent that Explorer thing up there, and it crawled all over the place. Rocks and sand, that's it. Volcanoes, dunes. Remember how boring it all was? You know, we were interested in that for like 3 days, you know, and hey, it has a pink sky. That was the most interesting thing they could come up with. Mars is now known as the wallflower planet, okay? Jupiter, king of the planets, because it's the biggest one, the fastest one, goes around so fast there's only 10 hours in a day. But it's all hydrogen, helium stuff. It's like a big Molotov cocktail, bubbles up at the equator, bulging out all this liquid hydrogen, causing humongous storms. Weather report on Jupiter is like, here comes hurricane, remove all life forms, okay? Saturn, the pretty one, you know, because it has all the cute little rings. And you know what those things are? Ice particles, hydrogen, helium, same as Jupiter. Uranus, the famous Uranus. Voyager 2 got there in 1986, and we got to see it for the first time. Couldn't see it before that because it has this icy fog thing around it. And you know what we found out? It doesn't orbit around the sun. Kind of rolls around the sun sideways like a drunk, you know. 21 years of sun, 21 years of darkness. The longest winter on record. But I don't want to dwell on the dark side of Uranus, and neither do you. Neptune! Voyager 2 got there in 1989, found hydrogen, helium, some soft ice, basically one giant Slurpee there, just swirling around, almost colliding with Pluto, which is where we started. And I think, what would happen if little Pluto hit Neptune? It'd just go right through it, right? Because it's a Slurpee. Anyhow, let's start our first movie, Mars Attacks, the story of how the Joker, James Bond, Tom Jones, Foxy Brown, Ed Grimley, and Queen Amidala defend the Earth from little green men that quack like ducks while turning people into steaming green skeletons. And then at the first break, we'll have our special ufologist guest, Stanton T. Friedman, and that's it. Roll film.
Whoa, you made the international sign of the donut.
Okay, fire away. I can take it. Hit me with your best shot. You're going to reduce me to tears, aren't you? You're going to emasculate me with your mail, as usual. But if you got something to say about tonight's movie, or me, or the mail girl, or the war in Kosovo, then I invite you, because I am a masochist, to contact me at my personal email address, monstervision@turner.com, or you can visit the MonsterVision website at tnt.turner.com/monstervision and send a crushing, mean-spirited email from there. Or you can even do it the old-fashioned way by sending a letter to MonsterVision, care of TNT Programming, 1010 Techwood Drive, Atlanta, Georgia, 30318. So I've given you 3 ways to nuke me. I would remind you, God is watching what you write.
Visit the MonsterVision website at tnt.turner.com/MonsterVision.
This TNT presentation of Mars Attacks is brought to you by Kia. It's about time everyone had a well-made car. See your local Kia dealer today.
People, we're here to talk about Y2K. Jennifer.
Is there a Y2K conspiracy?
And who's behind it? Is it the software companies?
Might be extraterrestrials.
Are the politicians lying about Y2K?
Are their lips moving? Look, you media people got things all wrong. What Y2K really means is yes to Kia. And you can get up to $2,000 cash back on the few 99 Sportages left during the Yes to Kia clearance event going on now.
Over here, who's really behind the Y2K hype?
Gee, I don't know, the press?
Sears National Auto Sale is almost over, so hurry in today for huge savings on brand name tires, wheels, batteries, and more. Right now, all Michelin tires are on sale. Every kind, every size. Like the Michelin Road Handler Sport Tire, as low as $19.99, including a 65,000-mile limited warranty. Great tires, low prices. Don't let this one get away. Step on it to the National Auto Sale at Sears. Your smart stop for tires and batteries.
Your doctor about Viagra.
Did you know that when you buy McDonald's Chicken McNuggets, you get these wonderful mechanically embroidered white napkins at no extra charge? And you'll need lots of napkins because these golden McDonald's Chicken McNuggets come with any one of 4 dipping sauces. Imagine that. The exquisite taste of those delectable delights coupled with hours of dipping and cleaning fun for the whole family. All this can be yours. Where? Did somebody say McDonald's? Napkins retain no value after initial use. CODs only. McNuggets come in 6, 9, and 20 piece.
To the world, Bill Tillman was a hero. To his wife, he was the one man she wanted to live with forever.
We got an emergency.
I know you'd never quit on the thing, Bill. She could.
I never seen that down that good man.
Traditions fade away, but legends live on forever. Watch Sam Elliott in the true story of the celebrated lawman, Bill Tillman. You Know My Name. World premiere tomorrow at 8. Only on TNT, the best movie studio on television.
A changing world means changing lifestyles. At Family First, we're helping North Texans stay healthy and strong in a world that's changing faster than ever before. With our focus on a bright future, Family First brings you stories that will improve your outlook, enhance your peace of mind, and help you become more than you ever thought possible. We're working to find solutions to the problems we all face. Experience a revolutionary approach to living with Family First, only on News 8, The Spirit of Texas.
On Wednesday nights, they're back. The Sopranos is more than an HBO hit. It's a groundbreaker. Everyone is suddenly and urgently signing up for HBO. A phenomenon. Brilliant. The best show of this year and many others now makes its return with all 13 episodes of this major mob hit. So if you missed it the first time around, you won't want to miss out again. The Sopranos, Wednesday night on HBO.
Back to Joe Bob Summer School and Mars Attacks on TNT.
Well, what can you say? Got a good cast. Did I mention the Star Wars tie-in? That's Queen Amidala as the president's daughter. And I like Martin Short in this. I love when he plays the smarmy guys. I should point out that one of the gals he offered to date, if you know what I mean, was Jack Nicholson's real-life girlfriend, Rebecca Broussard. I didn't get too good a look at her, though, because I was preparing for our guest lecturer, who's just joined us He has a master's degree in physics. He was a classmate of Carl Sagan, and he's written numerous articles as well as 2 books, including Crash at Corona about the Roswell incident, lectures all over the country, and we're happy to have him here. UFologist Stanton T. Friedman. Welcome, Stan.
Glad to be here. Ufologist, like geologist and biologist.
Ufologist. Sorry, it's not ufologist, it's ufologist. Okay. So, Stan, how many UFO sightings do you think are actually aliens and not just some drunk guy with a good imagination?
Well,
give me numbers here.
Okay,
right?
If you take the largest study ever done for the Air Force, 21% of the 3,200 cases investigated turned out to be completely unexplainable, separate from the ones for which they didn't have enough data, which they were 10%. So it's a significant percentage. Sightings are common. I check all my audiences, more than 700, and at the end of the lecture, of course, never at the beginning. And I find that 10% of the people believe they've seen a flying saucer, but when I asked how many reported, it was only 10% of the 10%.
How many guys on the crew saw a flying... Oh, no, this camera 3 saw a flying saucer. That's about 10%, you know. Well, do you think it's feasible for the government to keep these things secret, considering the dirt that leaks out of the White House these days?
Well, yeah, I worked on classified programs for 14 years, nuclear rockets and fusion rockets, nuclear power plants for space. And of course you can keep secrets. The black budget, not under direct congressional control of the Director of Central Intelligence, a court case it took to find this out was $26 billion.
Yeah, but
secrets are easy to keep. The need-to-know concept is primary. It's not just having a clearance. I've been to 18 archives. We still haven't seen any above top secret stuff, top secret, ultra, umbra. They've got it. They'll admit to me that, oh, we got drawers full of this stuff, but you aren't going to see.
Well, have you filched anything? Have you come up with any proof of?
I've come up with an enormous amount of evidence. Not only that the planet's being visited by extraterrestrial spacecraft, that is, some UFOs are alien spacecraft, but that we're dealing with a cosmic Watergate. Some few people in major government agencies have known since 1947.
Cosmic Watergate, 1947, Roswell, right?
Roswell.
You got anything on Roswell?
I've got loads.
Besides
I was the first
good barbecue, you can get that in Roswell.
There's some really good military people down there. They're dying. We're losing our witnesses, of course. We're racing the Undertaker. But I began the civilian research on Roswell. My book, Crash at Corona, deals with that. And there's no question, if you look at the military people, the people out near the ranch, the people in Texas where the wreckage went, remember, we're talking about the only atomic bombing group in the entire world, the 509, which was the military group at Roswell. And we're also talking about the fact that most people don't seem to know. This story hit the headlines, but the news release didn't go out until noon New Mexico time, too late for all the morning newspapers in the country, New York Times, Washington Post, etc. The cover story came out at 5 o'clock Texas time. The only paper I know of, the Los Angeles Herald Express, has both stories. Army captures flying saucer. Headline, front page.
And the Los Angeles Herald Express no longer exists today.
See, they got punished.
I don't think so. Okay, I got a bunch more questions for you, Stan, but let's get back to the movie and we'll talk at the next break, okay? And I think, you know, those people, you said the wreckage fell in West Texas. Those people in West Texas, they're not fazed by anything, though. You know, alien wreckage in the yard.
There weren't many people around. It was a 4 square mile pasture. And I was down there a few months ago. We drove 57 miles without seeing another car.
I've done that many times, Stan. I'm from Texas.
This was in New Mexico.
Oh,
even less populated.
All right, same thing.
From the limited information available, I've made 3 extrapolations.
Rusty the Mail Girl here, inviting you to visit our MonsterVision website. This is the place to get the scoop on zombies, ghouls, road warriors, or whatever happens to be the late-breaking story on this week's show. Check out our Playmate of the Week, or try your luck at the MonsterVision Caption Contest and win a free T-shirt. Or visit Joe Bob's mailbag page where you can see your favorite fan mail of the week. To find us on the internet, go to tnt.turner.com/MonsterVision. I'll be waiting.
Visit the MonsterVision website at tnt.turner.com/MonsterVision.
When somebody breaks into your car, all you want is to get things back to normal. Fortunately, there is someone who's all about getting you back where you belong. Who? Who else? Your farmer's insurance agent.
Spray and Wash Advanced Stain Care penetrates faster than Shout and powers out those dirty sweat stains. So you can...
Let 'em go. Let 'em play. Let 'em go with Spray and Wash.
Can't right now, Barkley. I'm stuck looking for insurance.
Now there's a faster, smarter, easier way to shop for insurance quotes. It's called InsWeb. All the tools, information, and help you need to comparison shop for auto, life, health, home, even renter's insurance quotes. And it's free.
What is it, buddy?
Whoa. Auto, life, health, home, and renters. InsWeb, where you and your insurance really click.
Now, what's your password?
It's the way a house smells when there's bread baking in the oven. The way mothers know how to make sandwiches just right. It's the way we try to know each of our customers by name, or at least by sandwich. And it's the way all your favorite things combine into something even better, right before your eyes. It's probably why people rate us so highly for quality, survey after survey, even though it can be hard to answer questions with your mouth full. Subway, it's the way a sandwich should be.
Today we are building a go-kart. Looks like I'm a little late.
And these kids need your help?
These kids want my help. And, I don't know, you tell me, what's the difference between wanting and needing?
All right.
He's gonna be, I've got some gauze in the truck.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie, part of Cartoon Friday. Fridays at 7:30. You with us?
Now there's the only sports show that delivers more than the score is Real Sports.
The best sports show on television.
With the best reporters in the field, bringing you a side of sports you won't see anywhere else. No other show hits controversy this hard. No other sports program digs this deep.
See why the critics are hailing Real Sports as TV's best sports program. Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel.
S70, designed to compensate for most human error.
Back to Joe Bob Summer School and Mars Attacks on TNT.
Annette Bening, aligning her chakras. Yummy. I hope you guys watched Escape from the Planet of the Apes when we had it on a few weeks ago, because I think Tim Burton definitely must have seen that movie before he made this movie. The Jack Nicholson and the Pierce Brosnan characters in this movie are right out of that flick. This movie is actually based on the Mars Attacks bubblegum cards. This may be the only movie based on bubblegum cards, but who cares about that when Stanton T. Friedman is here, our guest ufologist. Right on. And I hear you've given testimony at congressional hearings, right? What kind of hearings were those?
Well, 6 scientists testified in person, 6 more of us in writing. Only the House Committee on Science and Astronautics, this is way back in 1968, and some outstanding work was presented. A professor of physics, I was the only one without a PhD of this group of people. Carl Sagan was
You never
there.
wrote that paper, did you?
Nope. I've written a lot of papers since, but no thesis. There are about 10 about UFOs, incidentally, but it takes a gutsy professor.
People have actually got degrees for writing a paper about UFOs?
Yeah, in history, in sociology, things like that. Journalism, one gutsy journalist wrote one saying how terrible the press coverage was of the subject. Still true. It was written a long time ago. But, yeah, the congressional hearings didn't have much impact, but they did present a lot of data in one single volume, 250 pages. Anybody who wants really good cases, they're in there because they are by scientists. Yeah.
Tell us about this Harry Truman operation that you say you've authenticated. What exactly was covered up?
Well, that's the whole subject of the book, of course.
Okay.
What was covered up was the establishment...
That book is
Top Secret Magic.
Magic.
M-A-J-I-C. That's the security markings
with
on
a
the
foreword
document.
by Whitley Strieber. Now, why does it surprise me that he is also a ufologist?
Well, he wrote a book about his own abduction case.
Right.
And he wrote a book about Majestic. This
We
is
showed
about
that
Majestic.
very movie on this show. What's the name of the movie?
Communion.
Communion with Christopher Walken.
Yeah, it didn't last very long in most towns where it played, unfortunately.
I can see how you would think of Christopher Walken as your alter ego, Stan.
Not really.
Have you ever had a close encounter of the
I've
third
never
kind
had
yourself?
any sighting. Look, I've never seen Tokyo. It's there. I've never seen a neutron or a gamma ray. I've been chasing them for 43
But isn't that
years.
kind of disappointing that they wouldn't contact the guy who's their leading spokesman on the planet?
I don't think they're here to contact us. I think primarily they're here to keep us from going out there, where primitive society's major activity is tribal warfare. If you were an alien, maybe, if you were an alien, would you want Earthlings out there? It's a primitive society. Major activity is tribal warfare. We're probably the devil's
You're
island.
actually describing the plot of this movie. I'm going to ask you what you think about this movie that we're watching, but let's roll a little bit more of it, and then we'll come back to it. But
Okay.
You think they are primitive and they are warlike?
No, we are primitive. They're here to make sure we primitives
they're trying
don't
to
go
keep
out
us
there.
from attacking them.
Quarantine.
Okay. What exactly is the third kind? I sort of remember it from the Spielberg movie. Was that accurate?
Well, science it wasn't. Investigation
Okay.
it wasn't. Close encounters of the first kind within 500 feet, of the second kind where they produce a physical effect, of the third kind where beings, strange or not, are seen. One guy's collected 5,000 cases of physical traces from 65 countries, happens all over the place. About 1,000 of those cases involve reports of creatures, beings, call them aliens, call them what you want. Then there's the fourth kind when the people are taken on board, and the fifth kind when you say, hey guys, come on down, and they come on down. That's a little scary.
So, like in Sex with Aliens, like definitely third kind, right?
No,
'Cause you always have
fourth kind.
Oh, fourth kind. You even have a fourth kind. So you always have ladies saying, well, you had sex with the aliens.
Hey, there's a guy who was...
Oh, the guys have sex with the aliens, too?
It
I don't want to
happens
hear
too.
about it, Sam.
That's another movie.
How they reacted to that fragment.
He did say that we come in peace.
Think you're funnier than Joe Bob? Who isn't, right? But can you prove it? Then enter the MonsterVision Caption Contest and try to make the six-headed jury laugh. And no, I'm not one of the heads. What do you win if you slay them with your caption? How about this incredibly collectible T-shirt? To play, go to tnt.turner.com/MonsterVision and look for the Caption Contest link. And may the best man, woman, or mutant win. Everyone's eligible. Oh, except Joe Bob. We've heard enough from him, don't you think?
Play the Monster Caption Contest and win a free T-shirt at tnt.turner.com/MonsterVision.
This month, it's all about the ones who take chances.
Least you can do is level with me. What are my chances?
The risk takers.
When are we going to know it?
I'm getting married. Oh, God, that's too bad.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Because where there are winners, there are losers.
Snap out of it!
Win big with TNT all month long.
Yeah!
Presented by McDonald's.
I'm so happy, I'm floating on cloud nine. I'm so happy, I'm feeling swell, life is so sublime.
Imagine feeling this good about your car insurance bill.
Got started incredibly happy.
That's happy, baby. Geico Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
If your replacement windshield isn't installed properly, you could have a slight leaking problem. That's why you should go to the pros. PPG ProStar certified technicians. Whether you need your windshield repaired or replaced, they're professionals who do the job right the first time. For PPG ProStar certified technicians, call 1-800-PPG-7011.
I'm not a person who rushes into things until they're great.
Like this new fabric spray, Resolve Fabric Refresher. It gets rid of odors safely and permanently, and dries faster than the leading brand. See, Resolve has this quick-drying spray that removes the toughest odors with a gentle mist. Your sofa's not only fresh-smelling, in minutes it's dry. New quick-drying Resolve Fabric Refresher. Why wait? It's in your laundry aisle now.
During this Y2K scare, people are getting a little weird about protecting their valuables. What goes in the hole?
T-bills, collector plates. I smell fear in this community.
I think you hit the septic tank. But don't pay attention to this, mental giant. See your Kia dealer, where Y2K really means yes to Kia. And you can get up to $2,000 cash back on the few 99 Sophias left during the Yes to Kia clearance event going on now. Careful with that pipe.
Whoa!
I love the smell of methane in the morning.
Hello, morning. Hello, closet. Hello, city. Hello, locker. Hello, lunch meat. Hello, kitty. Hello, feline. Hello, fun. Hello, pretty. Hello, brother. Hello, backpack. Hello, kitty.
Is nagging the free previews on pay-per-view. Hollywood's top hits are delivered right to your home, easily, conveniently. Not sure what you want to watch? Why not sample the first 5 minutes of selected pay-per-view showings? Just tune to the channel that's playing the movie and enjoy the first 5 minutes free. If you want to continue watching once the free preview ends, just order it in, fast and easy on pay-per-view. And you never have to leave the comfort of your own home theater. So what are you waiting for? Check out pay-per-view's free previews today.
All over America, people are discovering a package of important free information concerning hearing loss. Call the toll-free number right now, and you'll receive a valuable video and informative booklet that show you how hearing aids may help you hear better.
I learned a lot of important things about hearing, including ways to help myself. You know, it's sad going through life not hearing what your family's saying, particularly when you might learn how to help yourself with this free 15-minute video.
Call the toll-free number for your free video information kit today.
Happy birthday to Carrie Ann Moss from your friends at TNT and 10-10-220.
Professor, behold my newest discovery.
I believe that's already been invented.
Well, I've discovered a way to get all long-distance calls for only 99 cents.
Impossible.
It's true. Dial 10-10-220 and talk up to 20 minutes for only 99 cents.
And if you talk longer?
It's just 9 cents a minute after that.
What about fees or contracts?
They don't exist. It's flawless.
It's your best work yet.
I know.
Discover 10-10-220. Back to Joe Bob Summer School and Mars Attacks on TNT.
So, Stan, you have any evidence of aliens making the international sign of the donut?
No. Not at all.
Professor Joe Bob's still here with Stanton Friedman, who's our guest lecturer for Joe Bob's Summer School, course 666, UFO Studies. Stan, what do you think of this movie, Mars Attacks? Did they get anything in this movie right?
They probably did. The special effects were great. I was greatly disappointed when I watched the movie, frankly. It seems to be based on a set of false assumptions, namely the only thing advanced technology is good for, if somebody's a million years ahead of us, let's say, is killing people. Well, take that to its logical conclusion. Either you learn to live at peace with your neighbors, anybody you can reach, local
Do you think the aliens would be writing poetry and stuff, right?
No, I think they'd be protecting themselves. I think they would know about biology. They would live a long time. They'd know about computers. They would develop wisdom, something we seem to be sadly lacking.
You think the
down here.
aliens would be smarter than us?
Yes, certainly more advanced, live a longer time, have more access to, say, millions of years of data. We're new.
We trust aliens more than we trust us, don't we?
Bud Hopkins, the best abduction researcher around, says there's two groups you can't trust when they say something, the aliens and the government. I think he was right.
All right, here's a more serious question. Why would the government be interested in covering up the existence of UFOs? Because my cousin Conway, for example, who I think you'd really like, by the way, if you ever met him, he tells me the stock market would crash, there'd be total anarchy, all kinds of stuff. But why? I don't get that. Why would that happen?
I think 5 major reasons. I'll keep them short. First, you want to figure out how the darn things work. They make wonderful weapons delivery and defense systems. Advanced technology, military is where it's at. You set up your secret project. Rule number 1 for security is you can't tell your friends without telling your enemies. They watch television too, after all. Second problem, the other side of the coin. What if the other guy, and every country has an other guy, figures out how they work before you do? How do you defend against them? You don't want them to know you know, they know. The third problem is the big one, the political problem. If there were to be an announcement tomorrow by highly trusted individuals around the world, Walter Cronkite and the Pope, let's say, saying indeed some UFOs are alien spacecraft and they're neutral, let's say, what would happen? Church attendance would go up, mental hospital admissions would go up, stock market would go down, uncertainty is the enemy. But I think the biggest thing that would happen based on 600 college lectures is that the younger generation, which was never alive when there wasn't a space program, would immediately push for a new view of ourselves. Instead of as Americans, Canadians, Greeks, Chinese, Earthlings. There's no government on this planet, of which I'm aware, that wants its citizens to owe their primary allegiance to the planet instead of the individual government. Nationalism is the only game in town. There's another problem. Certain fundamentalists, Jerry Falwell comes to mind, Pat Robertson, have loudly proclaimed, we're the only intelligent life in the universe. Let's hope they're wrong. And this is the work of the devil. And they'd be up the creek without a paddle if somebody made it.
So it's that old question of if the alien shows up and says, take me to your leader, we don't really know who that is on Earth, right?
Yeah, we say land on the White House lawn.
In these movies, it's always the American president, right? But, you know, reasonably, it'd be like the Secretary General of the UN or something like that,
There's
right?
nobody who speaks for planet Earth. As a matter of fact, some of the Arab countries cut out parts of Independence Day.
The Pope. Send him to meet with the Pope. He was, you know...
There are some of us who might not agree with the Pope.
Well, I mean, he's got half of them. You know, it's like that's the best we can do. I just thought of something else I want to ask you, but let's watch some more of Mars Attacks featuring Natalie Portman, star of Star Wars Episode 1. And I probably shouldn't even get you started on Star Wars, should I, Stan?
No.
We won't even go there. Roll the film. If the aliens do come, would you like to, you know, party with the aliens?
Take me to your leader, guy. Lead me to your taker is more like it when you consider the abduction cases.
Do that for? Maybe they've been like the human being.
Coming up, Joe Bob is back with Forbidden Planet next. And tomorrow night at 8, don't miss Sam Elliott in the true story of Old West lawman Bill Tillman. See the world premiere of the TNT original, You Know My Name.
This TNT presentation of Mars Attacks is brought to you by the irresistible taste that makes you say, did somebody say McDonald's?
What do kids want to be when they grow up? Now your kids can live out their dreams with McDonald's Barbie Hot Wheels Happy Meal. 8 Barbie figurines and 8 cool new Hot Wheels cars. There's one in every $1.99 hamburger Happy Meal you treat them to. So when kids grow up, they can be whatever they want to be. But for now with McDonald's, kids can just be kids.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
When you feed us intrigue, get it first at Foot Action.
Cineverse with flavor crystals keeps on going chew after chew. It could be the taste that lasts longer than you. Cineverse, chew till it hurts.
Maya got friendships. Maya got friendships. Maya got fun. Maya got fun.
Nothing spreads more smiles than French's Classic Yellow, Hearty Deli, Mild Dijon, and our latest Honey Mustard.
Smile, you've got friendships.
At Circuit City, we understand that you have other things to do than laundry. That's why we have the latest washers and dryers, designed with technology to make your life a little easier. like the new Whirlpool Ultimate Care 2 washer. With its exclusive extra roll action agitator and super capacity, Whirlpool gets your clothes cleaner and lets you run fewer loads. Right now, get the new Whirlpool Ultimate Care 2 for only $399.99. Plus, receive a free 6-month supply of Tide detergent with mail and coupon. Today at Circuit City.
TCI is now AT&T. And while we're changing the name on our trucks and signs, we're not changing everything. We'll keep bringing you the cable programs you love. And we'll keep working hard to serve you better. And the best part is, we're planning for a future full of exciting possibilities. All designed for you.
Doctor, you seem certain of my client's guilt. Could you be wrong?
I'm an expert. I don't make mistakes.
I see. Tell me, do you have a satellite dish or TCI digital cable?
Objection, Your Honor. Irrelevant.
A dish.
A dish. So you can't watch different shows on different sets at the same time.
Well,
unless you pay more.
But
Admit it. Digital cable gives you lots more channels than before.
I've made a terrible mistake.
TCI digital cable. It's smarter.
Back to Joe Bob Summer School and Mars Attacks on TNT.
You know, this is the second summer school movie to make excessive use of Chihuahua humor. Remember that Chihuahua in Hot Shots? Also, the second movie to have a lot of Chihuahua abuse. Okay, we're talking to Stanton T. Friedman, nuclear physicist, UFO expert. And here's my question, Stan. If the government is so concerned about covering up the existence of UFOs, why does NASA have programs where they're looking for other life in the universe? If the life is here, why are we out there looking for it?
Well, NASA has abandoned the notion of listening for radio telescope signals. You know, SETI, S-E-T-I, which really stands for Silly Effort to Investigate.
That's because that Charlie
idea.
Sheen movie came out about listening for those, and everyone hated it.
No, I think NASA has changed its tune entirely. They're getting a lot closer to home. They're looking for planets around nearby stars. They're looking for water on Europa, satellite in the solar system, for the history of Mars indicating there was water there. Where there's water, we're talking about setting up a base on the moon where there is frozen water.
We just sent a camera up to Mars. It was all rocks, right?
Yeah, but there's an indication that in the past there was water there. And if that was the case, then there was probably life there. And the question is, what happened to the life? You know, did they have a war?
You think they're here?
No,
they left
but
Mars and came here?
NASA has avoided dealing with flying saucers assiduously, I think, because the government said, thou shalt not. But if you're really interested in extraterrestrial intelligence, you look at the data, which is the flying saucer data from all over the world, the radar visual, et cetera, cases. And who cares about radio telescopes? And, you know, the silliest notion is that radio is the most advanced technology for long-distance communication. Would you have said smoke signals 150 years ago? Friedman's law. Technological progress comes from doing things differently in an unpredictable way. The future is not an extrapolation of the past. The laser isn't just a better light bulb. In other words, it's different physics.
What technologies, then, would we need before we can do any serious space travel?
Nuclear fusion programs that I worked on in the early 60s. Fusion is what goes on in the sun. It's the most important source of energy in all our lives, after all. Without the sun, we're down the tube pretty quick. If you use the right stuff in the right way, and kick particles out the back end of a fusion rocket, have 10 million times as much energy per particle as you can get in a dumb old chemical rocket. So fusion would do it, but I think aliens are using techniques about which we know nothing because of the fact that technology progress comes from doing things differently. Look, there's stars in our neighborhood 1 billion years older than we are.
You're starting to scare me, Stan. And you know why? Because I'm starting to believe you. Okay.
Why is that scary?
You think we'll ever find anybody out there like us, or I mean, you think they've got karaoke bars in outer space and I Love Lucy and everything, or just like rocks with eyes in them and walking around?
No, I think there are humanoids. All the stories indicate humanoids. I think they've gone through the karaoke stage some time back. Sorry.
But they look like us, huh?
2 arms, 2 legs, a head, and a body. In any place but New York, you'd say, hey, they're different. In New York, you wouldn't pay any attention.
Would they listen to Backstreet Boys?
Who knows what their musical
Or would they
tastes are.
shoot them?
I don't think shoot first, answer questions later is their approach.
Thanks for coming by. It's been very educational, and we're going to go back to Mars Attacks now. But I really appreciate it, Stan. This has been great. Let me give you some advice. Don't take any titanium monetary units.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Joe Bob, I saw this movie in 1984, and it had a girl in it, and she's sitting by this tree. What movie was that? People, we have got to have more information than that when you're submitting something for the Find That Flick contest. Now, normally, if you give me a plot description, I will know the title of the movie you're trying to remember. But if I can't answer it, hundreds of my fellow drive-in mutants can, because I got fans that watch 32 movies a day. They never leave their apartments. So to find out how to play and all the free junk you can win, visit the MonsterVision website at tnt.turner.com/MonsterVision and look for the Find That Flick contest. Joe Bob, I saw this movie with a talking bear in it and Morgan Fairchild naked. See, that's a description I can work with.
Visit the MonsterVision website at tnt.turner.com/MonsterVision.
At Circuit City, we understand that you have other things to do than laundry. That's why we have the latest washers and dryers, designed with technology to make your life a little easier. Like the new Whirlpool Ultimate Care 2 washer. With its exclusive extra roll action agitator and super capacity, Whirlpool gets your clothes cleaner and lets you run fewer loads. Right now, get the new Whirlpool Ultimate Care 2 for only $399.99. Plus, receive a free 6-month supply of Tide detergent with mail-in coupon. Today at Circuit City.
People, we're here to talk about Y2K. Jennifer.
Is there a Y2K conspiracy?
And who's behind it? Is it the software companies?
Might be extraterrestrials.
Are the politicians lying about Y2K?
Are their lips moving? Look, you media people got things all wrong. What Y2K really means is yes to Kia. You can get up to $2,000 cash back on the few 99 Sportages left during the Yes to Kia clearance event going on now.
Over here's really behind the Y2K hype.
Gee, I don't know, the press?
Need new struts? Come to Midas. Get a genuine Midas Gold strut with R2 technology for only $59.95 with a lifetime guarantee. Go safely. Go Midas.
So you spot a termite. Problem is, he's just one of many. Beat the termites with the Terminix team and our termite baiting program featuring Centricon. Call 1-800-TERMINIX. No bugs, no hassles.
Do I like the shot? Oh, yes.
How you doing? Franks and beans? Aisle 5. Beans and franks? Aisle 7.
Hi.
That's free. Nothing but cars. Check this out.
You are 1 million shopper!
Even at the supermarket, you can do more with the American Express card.
I love this card.
America Online makes going back to school easy.
We do all our back-to-school shopping. Books, school supplies, clothes.
Definitely clothes. Plus, you get homework help, ask a teacher, research, and stuff you can't get anywhere else.
It helps them with their reports.
And with email, buddy lists, and instant messages, it's where all your friends are.
AOL is the ultimate back-to-school supply.
America Online. So easy to use, no wonder it's #1. Sign up today.
Sunday on CNN and Time. Terry Stainer, the suspected Yosemite serial killer. Some wonder whether childhood tragedy may have driven him to kill. CNN and Time, Sunday 8, 7 Central on CNN.
You're in debt and have equity in your home? Call Upland Mortgage. Upland solves financial problems for hundreds of homeowners every day. We find a solution to get them out of the bind. Get an easy loan from Upland. Easy Loan consolidates all your bills into one low monthly payment, saving you hundreds every month. People love making one payment each month. It's so easy. Regardless of your credit history, Upland can help. Call Upland today. It feels great to call people and say you're approved.
Is TCI your cable company?
Well, it's mine too, and it's my job to help make it a better one. It's simple, really. We listen to what you want. Then we do our best to make it happen. So you want more from our cable company? You got it.
I'm Kathy Consigli. Cable in the Classroom celebrates 10 years of free educational TV to your school. Sponsored by AT&T.
Back to Joe Bob Summer School and Mars Attacks on TNT.
That's one of my favorite scenes from this flick, the one where Martin Short brings the alien hooker into the White House and shows her a good time. That was the fine-looking Lisa Marie as the alien, and Lisa is Tim Burton's girlfriend, but she does have a career of her own. In fact, she was in a movie I saw on cable the other night called Breast Men, about these two guys who invented the silicone implant, and Lisa Marie and many other fine actresses were flashing their talents all over the place in that thing. Excellent flick. I would recommend it. Anyway, I was thinking as I watched that last scene that there's one thing that never changes about alien invasion movies. They did it in 1953 and they have it today. Ray guns. The ray guns get fancier and fancier, but they're still ray guns, right? And have we ever actually had evidence that ray guns exist anywhere? I don't think so. It's something learned completely from the movies, right? We just keep doing it over and over. Don't you think that's interesting? Guess not. Mildly interesting. Okay, back to the movie. Ray guns, laser swords, you know, same thing. Anything that's just basically aiming a blast of deadly light at somebody. Laser pointers, cheap special effects. The patriotic laser light show at Six Flags. You know, now that is deadly.
What's happening?
Okay, you screwed up again, didn't you? It's your 5th year in junior college. Your life has no possibility of improving. Not true if you attend yet another session of Joe Bob Summer School. 9 brain-expanding Saturday nights good for actual credit at Southern Arizona State Community College at Ajo. But you need to enroll your hiney. To register, you got to go to the summer school website and get a syllabus. Plus, you'll be able to see who some of our guest lecturers are this summer. And you'll also get a sneak peek at a few of the final exam questions. And you can even include yourself in our summer yearbook, listing your worst subject and favorite hobbies. The internet address for Joe Bob Summer School is tnt.turner.com/summer school. That doesn't mean you can skip the dang class. Of course, even academic probation is fun at Joe Bob Summer School, Saturday nights on Turner National Technical Institute.
Visit Joe Bob Summer School at tnt.turner.com/summer school.
They are men, both idolized and feared. Let TNT show you what life in the mob is really like and find out what real wise guys think about mob movies. Be there when reality and fiction collide. Family Values, the mob in the movies, a TNT original special. See the world premiere Tuesday night at 8, only on TNT.
You should watch. You know what I mean?
And you should listen to the boss.
Did I say you could talk?
Cineverse with flavor crystals keeps on going chew after chew. It could be the taste that lasts longer than you. Cineverse, chew till it hurts.
When somebody breaks into your car, all you want is to get things back to normal. Fortunately, there is someone who's all about getting you back where you belong. Who? Who else? Your Farmer's insurance agent.
How's it looking, Chief? It's looking good, TJ. Real good.
So what's she dialing?
She's dialing 1-800-COLLECT. We're in good shape.
Oh, no. I think her friend's going to dial 0.
Well, maybe she doesn't know 1-800-COLLECT can save $1 or $2.
I'll rescue her.
Can't send a boy to do a man's job, son. 1-800-COLLECT. Save $1 or $2.
If your replacement windshield isn't installed properly, you could have a slight leaking problem. That's why you should go to the pros. PPG ProStart certified technicians. Whether you need your windshield repaired or replaced, they're professionals who do the job right the first time. For PPG ProStart certified technicians, call 1-800-PPG-7011.
I believe... Dad, look at this!
A decision so simple.
What if we didn't turn it in?
A plan so corrupt.
I want my share. Plans to sit on the money.
Come on, baby. It's put
On pay-per-view.
The FBI is going to be driving through.
We have to be thinking ahead all the time.
Bill Paxton, Billy Bob Thornton, Bridget Fonda.
We're the ones who need that money!
A simple plan.
I wish somebody else had found that money.
Chilling suspense delivered home on pay-per-view.
Finding that car you've always wanted has never been easier. You can thank AutomallUSA.com for that. AutomallUSA.com.
Back to Joe Bob Summer School and Mars Attacks on TNT.
So, class, that was the great Tom Jones wailing away on It's Not Unusual, and the movie that just gets goofier and goofier, doesn't it? Mars Attacks. This is a very busy movie, isn't it? Kind of gives you a headache. And speaking of sex symbols, and if you don't think Tom Jones is a sex symbol, just talk to my mama. He is. It's time to read a little viewer mail in what we call Professor Joe Bob's Advice to the Hopeless. And here to help us out is my favorite teacher's aide, Rusty, the campus mail girl. You believe in UFOs, Rusty?
Isn't that kind of like asking me if I believe in God?
I don't follow that.
Well, I've never seen a UFO, but that doesn't mean I can say that they don't exist.
So you believe there could be UFOs?
I'm not saying there are, but I'm not saying there aren't.
Did you ever see anything suspicious up in the sky when you were flying for the Air Force? Because I know you did that.
Here's a letter from Rusty Shorts. It's from Wabassa, Minnesota.
It's classified information, isn't it? Dear Joe Bob, before I started watching Joe Bob Briggs' MonsterVision show, I could not speak a word of English. The only language I knew was Minnesotan. I sounded like Mr. Tudfall on the Carol Burnett show. You have given me new hope. You are the Pavarotti of the spoken word, the Dr. Ruth of thesaurousness, the Tundra of truthfulness, the troglodyte of veracity. Thank you, Joe Bob. Sincerely yours, Eastern European, British Isles American, Rusty Shorts. Isn't that cute? P.S. This paper is made from recycled boogers from a leper colony. Don't worry, you won't catch anything unless you pick it up with both hands at the same time. That's very funny, Rusty Short. You know, normally we have to pay a nickel each for jokes like that, Rusty. Here, why don't you take this with you when you go, all right?
No, thank you.
Wait, you have to tell me, what did you see up there?
I didn't say I saw anything.
Okay, but if you did see something, what might it have been, speaking hypothetically? I have a picture of you shaking hands with a 3-foot-tall purple man.
How'd you get that?
I was lucky.
Oh, I was you.
Music. First, there was my TNT MonsterVision website with the famous caption contest, which is still going strong, I might add. Then we added the incredibly sexy MonsterVision t-shirt, coveted by would-be prize winners everywhere. Then we added the Find That Flick contest, in which you can win all kinds of free junk just by knowing the plots of weird movies. And now we proudly present Joe Bob's Summer School website, which is the perfect companion to my summer-long movie lineup on TNT. Well, not the perfect companion. Jennifer Lopez would be the perfect companion. But my point is, I'm slowly building an empire here at TNT. It's no longer possible to take me lightly, and I'll take just as much time as I want with this promo. Okay, to find out your class assignments and guest lecturers, get on the information superhighway and drive to tnt.turner.com/summer school and
enroll at Joe Bob Summer School now at tnt.turner.com/summer school.
He was a hero, and he delivered justice the old-fashioned way. Now he faces a new breed of enemy.
You, I say, your day is done.
Watch Sam Elliott in the true story of the celebrated lawman, Bill Tillman.
I'll take care of Bill Till.
Traditions fade away, but legends live on forever. You know my name. World premiere tomorrow at 8. Only on TNT, the best movie studio on television.
People, we're here to talk about Y2K. Jennifer.
Is there a Y2K conspiracy?
And who's behind it? Is it the software companies?
Might be extraterrestrials.
Are the politicians lying about Y2K?
Are their lips moving? Look, you media people got things all wrong. What Y2K really means is yes to Kia. And you can get up to $2,000 cash back on the few 99 Sportages left during the Yes to Kia clearance event going on now.
Who's really behind the Y2K hype?
Gee, I don't know, the press?
Sears National Auto Sale is almost over, so hurry in today for huge savings on brand name tires, wheels, batteries, and more. Right now, all Michelin tires are on sale. Every kind, every size. Like the Michelin Road Handler Sport Tire, as low as $19.99, including a 65,000-mile limited warranty. Great tires, low prices. Don't let this one get away. Step on it to the National Auto Sale at Sears. Your smart stop for tires and batteries.
Can't right now, Barkley. I'm stuck looking for insurance.
Now there's a faster, smarter, easier way to shop for insurance quotes. It's called InsWeb. All the tools, information, and help you need to comparison shop for auto, life, health, home, even renter's insurance quotes. And it's free.
What is it, buddy?
Whoa.
Auto, life, health, home, and renters. InsWeb, where you and your insurance really click.
Now, what's your password?
Century. Get it first at Foot Action.
I am the man. That's raw power. Look at his eyes. WCW Monday Nitro. Just seeing where the 3-point play.
It's man against man. Power, strength.
It's art, painted with rage, and it's 100% live. Watch WCW Monday Nitro every Monday night at 8, exclusively on TNT.
Let it shut out, call it a rout. Digital cable gonna knock you out.
There's no competition. For sports choice and value, TCI Digital Cable dominates. You get sports, sports news, sports movies. The action never stops. Call today to get your digital cable installation for just $9.95. That's up to 50% off. TCI Digital Cable. It's more of what you want.
Everybody's doing it, kicking it, swinging it. Everybody's digital now.
Too hot to grill? Well, Coulter's has 2 summer specials for a limited time. $6.99 for all-you-can-eat catfish or our traditional all-you-can-eat barbecue for only $8.99. That's $2 off neighbor of Coulter's hickory smoked brisket, ribs, chicken, and all the fixings. That's 2 all-you-can-eat specials for a limited time.
At Coulter's Barbecue.
Back to Joe Bob Summer School and Mars Attacks on TNT.
I'll be calling you. Indian love call. I could kill some aliens, couldn't I? Grandma's answer to the Martian invasion. And since it was only 10 seconds since the last commercial break, let's get right back to it, okay? You know what movie Tim Burton watched right before he made this? I guarantee you. It's a mad, 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 mad world. Don't you think? I'll be loving you.
Coming up, Joe Bob is back with Forbidden Planet next. And tomorrow night at 8, don't miss Sam Elliott in the true story of Old West lawman Bill Tillman. See the world premiere of the TNT original, You Know My Name.
This TNT presentation of Mars Attacks is brought to you by Volkswagen. On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers. Drivers wanted.
The totally redesigned Volkswagen Golf.
It's smarter looking, at least.
Need new struts? Come to Midas. Get a genuine Midas Gold strut with R2 technology for only $59.95 with a lifetime guarantee. Go safely. Go Midas.
So you spot a termite. Problem is, he's just one of many. Beat the termites with the Terminix team and our termite baiting program, featuring Centricon. Call 1-800-TERMINIX. No bugs, no hassles.
Time to get washed. Daddy's almost home. Honey, can you wash your feet? Hey, I hear Daddy.
Hey, guys. Hi.
Hey, honey.
Okay, let's eat.
Hey, where are the fries?
What, no fries? I can't believe Daddy forgot the fries. I'll go get some more. Some.
Hurry back. Fry breath.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
Hello, morning. Hello, closet. Hello, city. Hello, locker. Hello, lunchmate. Hello, kitty. Hello, feline. Hello, fun time. Hello, pretty. Hello, brother. Hello, backpack. Hello, kitty.
They have thrilled audiences around the world for more than 36 years. Now, Cornerstone Promotions brings you The Chieftains. They are Ireland's musical ambassadors. Music rooted in old world culture and tradition. There cannot be a more beautiful musical sound anywhere. The Chieftains. See them in person if you can, but experience their magic now. Call this toll-free number now for The Chieftains. 2 cassettes $19.98, 2 CDs $26.98, plus $5.50 for shipping and handling. Have your credit card ready and call now.
Back to Joe Bob Summer School and Mars Attacks on TNT.
That's Pam Grier, pre-Jackie Brown, and fellow blaxploitation star Jim Brown as Byron, giving the Martians the old left hook. Did you guys know that Pam Grier dated Richard Pryor and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? In fact, Kareem even proposed to her right after he became a follower of Islam. He called her from his mosque and popped the question on the phone. And Pam said she hadn't had enough time to embrace his religion. She was a little worried about it. So Kareem says, well, you don't commit to me today, I'm going to get married this afternoon to a Muslim woman who's already been prepared for me. That's got to hurt, right? Okay, let's get back to the movie. Wonder how that Muslim woman was prepared for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know, sounds interesting, doesn't it? Is there like a menu for that? Or?